Okay, hello everybody. Today we're going to talk about PSC motors and ECM motors and the technological advances that those motors have in the HVAC industry. Now, an ECM motor is the acronym for electrically commuted motor. It is a type of electrical motor that uses a microprocessor and electrical controls to regulate its speed, torque, or power output. Usually has a quieter operation, it's energy efficient, it's variable speed, operation. But like any motor, these ECM motors are prone to failure. They either will bind up or the controller inside the motor will burn out or just go bad. Now a PSC motor, which is the original traditional motors, and that's the acronym for a permanent split capacitor motor. And these are the traditional blower motors or condenser blower motors in the older air conditioning and heating industry. They're a single phase AC motor. They're used mostly in the coil, in your furnace to blow the heat up through the heat exchanger and up into your house. But they're also used in condensers to take the heat out of the coil on your outside unit, and that pulls the heat out of it, which cools the coil before the refrigerant goes back into the compressor. There's a lot of disadvantages to a PSC motor, except they don't fail as much. You have constant speed, low efficiency, no power, and some of them you can't change the rotation. But now the newer PSC motors do have the option of changing the rotation of that motor, and it's just two little wires that you switch them around, and that changes the rotation in the motor. Those are the newer versions of the PSC motor, to where the old ones you couldn't change the rotation of that motor. That's where we came from. ECM motors are basically a newer, supposed to be a more efficient motor used in the HVAC industry. And that is that's the advance that we went from PSC motors to ECM motors. But some units still use the PSC motors. You have the newer units, some of them have ECM motors as the condenser coil or your condensing unit motors. We have come a long way in the HVAC industry. They have come a long way in that technological advance. Alright, well, I'll thank you for watching me.